Hi, I'm Matty from Future Forest, and I'm going to show you how to plant your Bareroot whips. When choosing whips to plant, maybe for a small woodland or just a little coppice of trees, it's important to look at what's growing around you, what is doing well in your area and in your garden, because trees grow to different conditions. So you might want to choose trees that suit maybe damper ground, or maybe there's trees that you can broaden your selection and trees that will take dry as well. But it's very important to have a look first at what your ground is like. When planting, the first step really is to clear the ground where you're planting. You really want to remove the sod, any weeds, anything that's going to cause competition to the plants that you're about to give their forever home to. It's important to dig a hole big enough that the root can sit comfortably into the hole. If you have rogue roots or roots that are too big, don't be shy to prune them. It's much better to prune them than to have a root that might wrap around. Depth-wise, you'll see the old soil mark on the base of the tree just above the root, and that's where you're going to be aiming for. If you're planting with manure and you're using manure as compost, it's really crucial that it has to be well rotted. So an absolute minimum 1 year old. In this video, we've been using G-Up, which is an organic rotted manure, and that's perfectly safe to use. Once you fill the soil back in, it's good to firm the plant right in. You've really got to firm it so that it's not going to sway in the wind. And as you firm it, I like to give the tree just a little tug up, which will make the roots splay out and hopefully create better growth. If you can, I think it's always a good idea to try and mulch your trees after you've planted. Mulching helps with weed suppression, which knocks out competition and makes your trees grow faster. It also helps with water retention and even insulation if the temperatures are really low. So if you can, please do mulch your trees. In Ireland, we obviously get a lot of rain, and I think people have this idea that you don't need to water much, but more and more we are getting dry spells, especially around April, May, and that's exactly when freshly planted bare root trees and shrubs really need the moisture. So don't forget to water in the first few months of their lives. If we get a dry spell, you'll have to be watering and soaking them at least once or twice a week. If you have rabbits or hares in your garden, you might want to consider tree guards or rabbit spirals to protect the trees. Once you've planted, obviously trees are still fresh and the roots have not fully established in the ground. So it's a really good idea, especially if you've had some inclement weather, a lot of wind, maybe some frost, go and check your plants. They may need healing in, they may need refirming. For the first few years, you really want to stay on top of weed suppression. So if you can, every year, weed your hedge, weed your whips, weed your fruit trees. This will dramatically increase the growth of these plants. If you're unsure about anything or you have any queries whatsoever, please do contact us at Future Forest. We're more than happy to help.